On the 3rd of November 2018, James Charles opened the doors to the biggest Morphe store in the world at the Mall of America in Minnesota. At the same time, James announced the launch of his James Charles Morphe palette and brush collaboration. To give you a bit of context into the product launch before we get into the meet and greet details, James's palette collaboration with Morphe looked absolutely gorgeous, and this is coming from a drama channel. Like, he did really well, to his credit, to include neutrals, base colors, and colorful shades all in one palette, which comes to a total of $39 USD for 39 shades. Plus, I'm obsessed with reds recently. They're really coming into fashion, and Rich Luck said himself it's extremely difficult to master a perfect matte red, and it appears that James Charles has done just that. When I was watching over his swatches though, I noticed he would cut the footage to make it look like he only swatched over the pigment once. Which, I mean, come on James, like, they're pretty colours when you pack them on, so I don't know why he felt the need to do that. Bit fake in my opinion. Cue the drama channels. But other than that, I was really impressed with the high pigment of the shades. It's definitely a go-to palette if you're wanting a bit of everything. I feel like if you broke the palette down into 3 different ones, it might make life a bit easier for someone like me who doesn't really wear bright colourful colours on a day-to-day basis. Overall though, I liked it, and that is a lot coming from a drama channel. Now, nothing could prepare the universe, however, for James's meet and greet disaster. Well, one could argue if this was a disaster, but personally, I feel like it might have been a repeat of the Jaclyn Hill meet and greet with Morphe, as we covered in my last investigation on her. Obviously, if a big influencer is going to do a meet and greet at the Morphe store, as we found out before, hundreds and hundreds of people are going to want to attend it to meet their idol. You'd think more precautionaries would have been taken place, seeing as Morphe knew last time how intense it is to bring a creator to their store for a meet and greet. First off, they were wise to do it at the biggest mall in America, which is located in Minnesota. James stated in his Snapchat story that he had no idea hundreds of people would be camping out the night before to meet him at his meet and greet the following day.
We just got hot chocolate for everybody waiting in line. Oh my god, I hope you guys are all warm and cozy. I'm not allowed to go outside right now or it's literally a security hazard, but thank you guys all so much for waiting. I love you all so much, and thank you to Dunkin' Donuts for hooking us up with way too much hot chocolate. So when we first arrived, we looked out of our window and we noticed that there were a lot of you guys already waiting outside, which was not expected. I did not think people were going to start waiting in line until early tomorrow morning. I should have realized that you guys are literally the best in the entire world and always come through. So as soon as that happened, I connected with Dunkin' Donuts and made a shout out to them for hooking us up with a ton of donuts and hot chocolate that we were able to deliver to a ton of the people that were waiting in line. We ordered them when there were 200 people, and by the time that they actually got there, there were 700 people. So thank you guys for sharing. I hope that you guys all got to warm up a little bit and stay safe and warm. If you are still waiting outside, please stay safe, stay warm. It is so cold outside. I do not want you guys to get sick, okay? It's just a meet and greet. I'll be doing so many of them, and it's definitely not worth your health. Like, please put yourself first, okay? I believe Mall of America was able to let a few people inside based on the amount of security guards that they have working the night shift tonight. They did overstaff just because they knew this meet and greet was going to be huge. But I know there's still people waiting outside. I have no control over it. I've already tried, and there's nothing that we can do for legal and security reasons. So like I said, please be safe, be careful, put yourself first.
To James's credit, he teamed up with Dunkin' Donuts and got everyone waiting in line a hot chocolate. From my understanding, it's fall in America and it's less than a month away of being winter, and the current temperature in Minnesota is 4 degrees, which is pretty cold. Not to mention, in winter it's said to get around negative 50 degrees Celsius in the state, and I have a friend in America who said it can snow there as early as October. So anyway, that's pretty cold, and to have your fans out there waiting all night in the cold for you whilst you're inside on your Instagram live in your nice warm bed is kind of like, could he have held the meet and greet at another time or had his fans under some sort of shelter? I'm not sure. I'm not exactly an event manager, but bells were certainly ringing when I found this out.
So after the ribbon cutting, that is when the meet and greet will start, and I'll get to say hi to you guys and take photos. So based on the meet and greet, I am scheduled to meet 250 people tomorrow, all of which already have the wristbands ready to go. The 250 people limit is not because I am lazy, it's not they don't want to meet you guys. It's literally because meet and greets take a very, very long time, and we want to make sure that they are smooth and safe. And I do have a flight to catch shortly after the meet and greet because I have a lot of things to take care of home in LA before the actual palette launch. It just happened to work out that way. Now, I will tell you guys, I've already talked to my team and the Morphe team, and I've told them that I do want to try to meet as many people as I possibly can during the meet and greet, even past 250 people, up until I have to leave for my plane. Now, the only way that I will be able to go over the person limit is if you guys here at the meet and greet help me run this smoothly. Now, there is a huge team of people, both Morphe team, my team, and the security, all going to be working very, very hard to make sure you guys are all safe, to make sure everybody gets in on time and is able to shop. And if there are no problems, then we'll be able to do it. But if people are taking too long, or if people are fighting or trying to cut in line, it's not happening. I'll tell you that right now. So let's just make this go very, very smoothly. So each person will be taking one photo. My manager will be taking all the photos, and he knows my angles and he knows good angles. Trust me, all the photos will be super snatched, and we will make sure that they're all perfect before you have to move on. I promise. Unfortunately, there will be no videos tomorrow. I agreed on this with the Morphe team just because the videos tend to take up a very, very long time. This is our moment together. This is your and I's time for our sister selfie. If you're waiting in line, you definitely deserve it, okay? I will not be making videos for your mother, your brother, your cousin, your dog, or your aunt that you met for 4 seconds at barbecue. This is our time for our sister selfie. So let's take an amazing photo, let's say hi, let's hug it out, and let's make it run super, super smoothly so I can say hi to everybody, because I want to be able to meet as many people as possible. And I know so many people travel very, very far for this, so please, you guys, help me out and make this be a super, super smooth day tomorrow. And I hope to hug as many of you guys as I possibly can. That is all I have for tonight. Please stay safe and warm if you are outside, and I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow.
Now, the meet and greet itself, I'm sure meeting 250 people is stressful enough as it is in a short period of time. I did, however, see the Snapchat of James literally not even having a conversation with one of his fans that was so excited to see him.
Hi, sister!
Take the Snapchat as you will, but from my perspective it looked like he was just ushering her to get a pic with him and then move along because he had lots of people to meet. I mean, I appreciate that's a lot of people he has to meet and he has responsibilities to get home to in LA, but at the same time these people were allegedly camping out to meet him. I'm sure he could spare a little longer, maybe a brief conversation, but that's just my opinion. Maybe James was just thinking about himself and he was all hyped up for this event that he didn't have any time to think about anyone else. Then again, he's used to people running around after him. Like, I found this on his live stream where he was like to his best friend allegedly, "Get me a fucking tissue from the bathroom."
You got me a tissue from the bathroom. Please.
Don't ever!
Bitch, give me a fucking tissue. Bitch, give me a fucking tissue. Bitch, give me a fucking tissue.
James, can you grab me this dick?
Yeah.
Miss Victor.
Same.
Can you bring them?
Adore Delano! Hey, girl!
Like, bitch, you have 2 arms and 2 legs? I don't know, personally, I see them entitlement vibes coming through. Okay, one more thing I had to note. While his fans were waiting outside for him overnight in the cold, he seemed to have enough time to go and play in the escape room in the mall after hours. Like, if the mall is willing to stay open for James to try out the escape room, which can take hours, mind you, why aren't they willing enough to let people inside out of the cold overnight? This is definitely something that was brought to my attention because it's freezing cold outside and all you care about is playing in a bloody escape room. Priorities, Jesus Christ.
So we're in the mall after hours. Thanks so much for letting us in. Did the escape room here at mall. Oh my fucking god, you guys. You know, I am an escape room addict. Like, literally have done every single one of them in LA. This is one of the best escape rooms I have ever done. That's were so cool, so good and fresh. Like, it was very, very immersive. Sister Cassie, Sister Jake, Sister Laura, who was on her phone half the time anyway, all got out of both rooms and had so much fun. Come visit and go tell Sister Tim that I said hi. This is not sponsored, but you guys know I do love a good escape room, and I've done so many of them in LA, and it's not often that I find a really, really good one, so just wanted to give a little sister shout out. If you want to try out an escape room, this would be a really good first try.
Anyway, that's all for this investigation. Thoughts on making your fans wait 12 hours for you overnight in 4-degree weather with a potential to snow while you're all snuggled in bed? Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, I'll leave it linked down below, and I'll see you guys in our next investigation.